Hi everyone, and this video is, as you can see, going to be all about badges. Now, we collect badges for a variety of reasons. Sometimes they are badges that have been given to us because of activities that we've done, our challenge badges, things like that. And sometimes the badges are a representation of perhaps a camp that we've been on, or a meeting between fellow people. And sometimes it's just about places that we've been to. So I wanted to give you a quick tour really through my badge blankets. I know some of you have seen my blankets before, but just to kind of show you why we have badge blankets. So I'm going to start over here, and you can see in there's the Essex badge. Now, as many of you will know, I'm from Essex. I've got friends who are scouters in Essex as well, and that, seeing that always reminds me of my friends back there. Moving along, you've got some badges here from around the world, and that leads into the World Scout Jamboree badges from 2011, when we went to Sweden. And that, very simply reminds me of that time, the people that I met there. There were some really special badges from that time. That set there, where I met a group of Thai scouts who were all blind, and I sat with them for about half an hour and having a chat with their leaders. And it was just a fantastic morning that I remember. Other badges from the Jamboree, I'm looking now for a couple. We had Hungarians that were next to us. So I remember Chico and Anchi from that Jamboree. But we had such a fantastic time, and looking at the badges gives us an opportunity to reminisce, to rethink about what we did and who we met. This little set here from Sweden. When we were on Jamboree, I met Mia, and from there I've met Tommy, her partner, and Linnea, her daughter. And we've been over to Sweden, and it's all because of scouting. And these badges help remind me of that time. There are other badges on this blanket. Norway as well reminds me of my friends Håkon and Eirik in Norway, and then moving through into some of these badges in the middle here. That badge 1982. Well, I remember that when I was a cub myself, and that reminds me of my own leaders, my own time as a cub. I've got some badges on here. This big set there, as you can see, Peak 2010. Obviously very sad that we won't be going to Peak 2020 due to the situation that we're currently in. But in this corner here, you can see some of the other badges from Peak. There's 1992 and 90. The 92 one, that was when a group of Belper District Scouts went over to America. So the Americans come over to Peak, and then we go back over there and visited Camp Geiger. And there's a number of Boy Scouts of America badges in here for Camp Geiger, and that reminds me of my time in 2017, which will come onto this blanket, when I was fortunate enough to be one of the leaders on that trip in 2017, and we headed off to Camp Geiger. And you can see this particular set here is a set specifically made for COPE, which is the kind of team building activity that you can do on Camp Geiger. The Americans are really into their badges, and a lot of these big ones down here, they're quite amazing. Big badges were swapped when I was in America. As you can see along the bottom, that's Peak 2015, the set when we had different time zones as the sub-camps. Sometimes there are badges that remind you of perhaps other people, friends of yours. These ones here were to do with the 23rd World Scout Jamboree in Japan, and then those ones there was the World Scout Jamboree in 2019. And those of you who know my Samuel will know that him and Morgan went on that trip. But it is very much about remembering friends, remembering people. And it's good fun, actually, just looking back. What isn't so much fun is sewing them all on. That takes a little bit of time. But there are some very special badges in here as well. Some glow-in-the-dark badges. But you can get loads and loads of different ones. And, you can see here how these are displayed for me. But you can put them on a shirt. You can put them on a poncho. It doesn't matter how you keep your record of your time in scouting and beyond, actually, because some of these badges are places that we've been that's nothing to do with scouting, but just family kind of badges. You see in there a Peak District 1, Sherwood Forest, Scarfell Pike. So yeah, that's badges. I know some of you have got some badges from different camps. And, as I said, it's a great way of remembering people. Well, take care and look forward to seeing your badge blankets when we next have a camp.